Let's start our today's Abhidhamma study, reciting the Namo Tassa 3 times together. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. We have studied Patana of part 3 already. So today we will continue for part 4. This is just a short explanation based on the Abhidhamma Sangha explanation. So as you know, the Patana is the largest teaching of the Abhidhamma Pitaka. So if you want to know about Patana, and you need to learn Patana text and also with the larger explanation of the Patana study. Here in the Abhidhamma Sangha, the text is come in short way. In the Abhidhamma Sangha, the text is based upon the teaching or the Paccaya-Niddhisa, and in some part is reference to the Panyavara of the Patana text. So sometimes you need to add some notes or more understanding. So here in this lesson, I just give some explanation based upon the Paccaya-Niddhisa, and also I add some more notes from the teaching of the Panyavara. Okay, let's see. That's a part 4 of the Patana, and we will continue and following guidance of the Abhidhamma Sangha. So let's review a little bit. And there, Chata Namantu Namasa, the 6th way we already study in part 2, and 6th way mind 2, mind, or in other way mentalities, and Panchara Nama Rupina, 5 ways. 5 ways, mind 2, mind and matter. Well, we have studied in part 3 about the 5 way condition to mind and matter together. Then today we will continue about the 1 way. So Ikara Punarupasa. So Punarupasa means mind to matter. So first one, mind to mind, and second one, mind to mind and matter. So we will start from third group, mind to matter, only one way. And number 4 is Rupa Nama Satchikara. So another 1 way, matter to mind, this the opposite way. So number 3 is mind to matter, Pachajata, and number 4 is matter to mind, is Purejata, and Pure and Pacha. And Pachajata is post-nascent, but Purejata is pre-nascent. So the word Pacha and Puri are the opposite of the Pali language, the opposite word in Pali language. And also we will continue to the number 5 method. So in number 5 method, it is the Panyati Nama Rupani Namasa Duida. Namasa Duida. This is Abhidhamma Sangha text, and translation is 2 ways. There are 2 ways the concept, mind, and matter. So here, three things together. So two, reality and concept, including concept, become and the Abhidhamma, so conditioning phenomena. And the conditional phenomena, Abhidhamma, is only mind, mentality. So there are two ways, is Aramana and Upanisya. So in today's lesson, I will focus on three groups, but only four Pajaya. Only four Pajaya. And also you see in Pajaya Dhamma, concept is included here. Although at the beginning I say I classify the Abhidhamma, the teaching in Abhidhamma and Paramata, ultimate realities. Panyati is not included under the Abhidhamma, under the Paramata, but it is included under the Abhidhamma. So this is one of the teaching explained in the Abhidhamma, but it is not ultimate reality of Paramata. Okay, so let's see. Let's see the text here first. So the text is Ekada Punarupasa. This is one way. Now, one way mind conditioned to matter. It is Bachachata. In the Abhidhamma Sangha text, it is said the Bachachata Chitta Chittasika Dhamma. Chitta Chittasika, and Chitta is consciousness, and Chittasika is mental feather. So Bachachata Chitta Chittasika Dhamma, referring to the subsequent. The Bachachata, something arise later. So Bachachata Chitta Chittasika Dhamma, Purijata Sa Imasakaya Sa. Purijata is preceding one. Yeah, preceding one. Imasakaya Sa is material body. So Bachachata was seen now. And this is only one way. So if we see the translation, the subsequent consciousness and mental fetters, this is Pajaya Dhamma. So the condition to the Purijatasa Imasa Kayasa, there, this Imasa is this, so preceding material body. So material body, material phenomena, by way of both nations. So if we look back about the meaning of the pollination condition, the Pachajata Pachaya, this is a kind of condition where the Pachaya Dhamma condition to Pachayopana Dhamma by supporting and to supporting and strengthening, and there's something already arising. This is supported by the later phenomena, although it is not arise yet. So this not easy to understand sometimes, because even the Pachaya Dhamma has not arise yet, but it support how is possible like this. So I repeat the example here. This example is given that just the rainwater that fall later. So it means the rainwater is not yet coming down from the sky, but it come later. It's support to the vegetation, yeah, the vegetation of the plantation already happened. Already the vegetation process is already done. This is Pachayopana Dhamma, and it is promoted by the support of the rainwater when the rain comes. If there is no rain, it cannot support. But if there is rain, although it come later, it support to the vegetation. In the same way, the subsequently arising mental state, if it is arise, if it have to arise, the mental state arise later, but it supports to the pre-arising mental phenomena. So in this Bhajya, in this teaching, we have to understand and the conditional phenomena is already arising and receive the support of the later phenomena. So the mind and matter, consciousness and mental factor, the mentality group arise later and support to the existing maturities. So is continuing to produce the similar material phenomena in succession. Okay, so before we focus to count what are the ultimate reality in this connection of the force of Pachajata, we need to review the four kinds of materialities. So four kinds of rupa arise according to their origination. So in the chapter 6, we already studied four kinds of rupa and four kinds of materialities according to their origination. So Kamacha rupa produced by the karma. This karma, the Kamacha rupa arise starting from the arising sub-moment of Vipatana Chitta. So this is very beginning. This Patisandhi Chitta, the past mind moment, also have the three sub-moments. Among them, the arising past moment is very beginning. So starting from the very beginning of life, the Kamacha Rupa, the materialities produced by the Karma is started. And also it continue in every sub-moment of consciousness in the life. And I don't mention about the last moment. And if you want to know starting point and then the last producing point, and you need to check back in chapter 6 of Abhidhamma Sangha. I will not repeat it again here. And for the second one, Citta Rupa, this is most relevant to this lesson. So Citta Rupa produced by the consciousness or mind-born matter. And this start from the arising sub-moment of second Citta. So second Citta of the life is the first bhavanga, we say that, because the Patisandhi Citta is the followed by the bhavanga process after the Patisandhi Citta bhavanga process run. So among the mind movement of bhavanga, the past moment is considered as the second Citta of the life. And this is the starting point of the mind-produced matter, because at the moment of Patisandhi, that already completed one mind movement. And that in the second Citta, we can see the mind-produced matter in the arising sub-moment of the second Citta, past bhavanga. And it continue in every arising sub-moment. So this is different. And for the Kamacha Rupa, in every sub-moment newly generated. But for the Citta Rupa, only the arising moment, only at the arising moment, arising sub-moment, it can be produced by the 75 kinds of consciousness. 75 kinds also, you can check back. And for the temperature-born materiality, Uddhacca Rupa, is only the present moment. So starting from the present moment of rebirthing is earlier than the second one, because this is started at the rebirthing Citta, but it is sub moment. So arising moment, the present sub moment, and the later on the mindful matter comes. Also in every present moment, present sub moment. And the last one, Aharaja Rupa, the materiality produced by the nutritive essence. This also started by the present sub-moment or nutritive essence. Depends on the kinds of being. And it continue generating every present sub-moment. So the number 3 and number 4 are produced by the materialities. and the Uddu, the temperature is maturities, and Aharaja, nutritive access, is also maturities. So according to their intrinsic nature, the maturity is strongest at the present moment, present sub-moment. That's when they can produce. Or the mentality is strongest as a rising moment. So yeah, mind produced at the arising sub-moment. So not producing the present or the dissolution moment. Only the Kamacha Rupa, because it is already done in the past and it can continuously generate the materiality in every sub-moment. Okay, so just need to keep in mind about the Chitta Rupa, mind-born matter, the arising sub-moment of the second consciousness, which is called Paspavanga, and continue in every arising sub-moment of the 75 kinds of consciousness. So let's continue to find out what are the Pajaya Dhamma and Pajayopana Dhamma in the Pachachata Pajaya. So here, the text of the Pajaya Nidesa, when you read the text of Pajaya Nidesa, you will see the text here. Pachachata Chitta Chittasika Dhamma Purichatasa Imasa Kayasa. Pachachata Pajayana Pajaya, like this. So if we identify what are the Pajaya Dhamma, so here Pachachata Chitta Chittasika Dhamma, same as the Abhidhamma Sangha text, referring to the later or subsequent same. So 85 consciousness, among the 89 consciousness, only the 85 Chitta. So in the share slide, and you will see the 5 material sphere, but actually it should be immaterial sphere resultant. So the exclusion is immaterial sphere resulting consciousness, because they cannot come with the materialities. The immaterial sphere resulting consciousness just arise in the immaterial plane of existence, where the materiality is totally absent. That is why at the moment of immaterial sphere resultant arupa vipaka consciousness, the materialities cannot be found, though, so there is no connection with the materiality. So it becomes exception. Then we can identify that the later 85 consciousness except immaterial sphere resultant and associated mental factor 52. This is supported by the materiality group. So Purichatasa, Imasa Kayasa. This support to materiality group. So this is Pajaya Dhamma, and it support to the materiality group. And so also is related to the Panchavakara realm of existence. So Panchavakara realm of existence. Because there's no maturity in the immaterial realm of existence, and also there's no connection in the asanyasata. Only in the 26th realm there must be this connection. Okay, so here the mentalities support to maturity. So the maturity also must be arising in the Panchavakara, 26 realm, where we can find complete 5 aggregates, including the sensual realm 11 and 6, and the sensual Tiva realms, and the 5 material sphere realm, except the asanyasata. Okay, so here in the Pajayopana Dhamma side, maturity body, maturity phenomena, we can see the maturity, because this is related to the living being is maturity. So we use the maturity of the body arising along with the preceding citta. So at the previous slide, I explained that Kamacha Rupa arises at the moment of Patisandhi. So at the moment of Patisandhi, the maturity already arises with the Patisandhi mind movement. That maturity is supported by the following in mind movement of Bhavanga, first Bhavanga. So the first Bhavanga mind movement mentality support to the previous mind movement of Patisandhi materialities. And at the phase of present, okay, so here the condition begin with Bhavanga. This is second one, the condition Pajaya Dhamma. And also it is related to the material phenomena arise earlier at the moment of rebirth linking produced by the karma. So if you are thinking that it's a little bit complicated and you have to put the Pajaya Dhamma and Pajayopana Dhamma in the order, and this because this is a little bit complicated, Pachajada, the Pajaya Dhamma arise later and is support to the earliest one. And most of the time we see the Pajaya Dhamma arise earlier and support to the later one. So in this case is opposite way. Okay, so you can identify by this way Pajaya Dhamma and Pajayopana Dhamma. To find this relation in both sides, they must be arising in the 26 realms of the 5 aggregates. And okay, we will continue. About the second group, this is called the Bodhicitta connection. So in Bodhicitta connection, maturity is Pajaya Dhamma and mind is Pajayopana Dhamma. So let's see the text. So Chawatuni Pavatiya Sadhana Vinyana Dhatunam Ambachachata Panchalamana Nica Pancha Vinyana Vitiya Bodhicitta Vasena. So the conditioning force Pajaya Sati is Bodhicitta. So let's see in Bodhicitta divided into 2 parts. The first part is Cha Vatuni. So we already know that Vatu is base. Cha is 6, so 6 bases. 6 bases condition 4. The Sadhana Vinyana Dhatuna. So Vinyana Dhatu at the beginning, in the chapter 1, I have explained about the 7 elements of consciousness. So according to the element explanation, among the 18 elements, we can find 7 elements are classification of the consciousness. So we divide the consciousness into 7 elements, 7 types. So here, 6 phase. 6 phases, the 6 phase, all 6 phases are maturities: eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, and heartbeats. So these 6 phases are conditioned to the consciousness, 7 types of consciousness in way of bodhicitta. So 6 phase come first and 7 consciousness later. And in this way, the bodhicitta supporting come. And second part is the 5 objects. So pancha lambanani, alambana and aramana the same. So in Abhidhamma Sangha, it is used the alambana in this way. So pancha lambana nicca are the 5 objects. Pancha Vinyana Vitiya. Pancha Vinyana Viti, we already studied the cognitive process. So the 5 process or sense consciousness. And the supporting way is by way of pre-nascence arising, the condition arise first and support to the conditional phenomena. So we can find in 2 ways according to the Abhidhamma Sangha text. And 6 phase support to 7 elements of consciousness and 5 objects and the 5 types of the cognitive process or the sense consciousness. And here you see the object also 5 objects, you may remember that, equivalent to the 7 types of materialities, if you have studied chapter 6. So both the 6 base and 5 objects are referring to the materiality. So in the materiality side, in the Bhajya-dhamma sides, all are materiality. And in the Bhajya-upana side, you see the consciousness. And also the process of consciousness refers to the mind and mentality. So this becomes the number 4 way. Mind support to, matter support to, mind is bodhicitta, by way of bodhicitta. In this bodhicitta forces, the connection is between the materiality state, which has already arisen. This should not be arising together. It must be. The Bhajya-dhamma must be already arising. And because, as I say, the materiality is stronger at the stage of present moment. That's why it can support at the present moment. So cause the mental state to arise. And the arise after is later arising mental state. So the example is given that the sun already arising in the universe system before the beings arise in the world. That's why the sun comes first and is supposed to arise by giving the light, giving the light to the people to continue their life. So sun is conditioned Bhajya, and people are Bhajya-upana like this. So some come first and people come later in appearance of the universe system of the Buddhist cosmology. Okay, so here 2 main types of pre-nascent condition we can divide it. This related to the explanation of the Panyavara, but it doesn't matter, you just learn what is 2 types. And in the Bodhicitta system, and pre-nascent condition system, we can divide it into 2, Vatu Bodhicitta and Aramana Bodhicitta. This also not difficult, depends on the Abhidhamma Sangha text here, Vatu Bodhicitta, Chavatu Bodhi, and the explanation, one part, the first part. And second part related to the Aramana, so it's become the Aramana Bodhicitta. So Vatu Bodhicitta and Aramana Bodhicitta. And Vatu Bodhicitta is translated as the base pre-nascence. And Aramana Bodhicitta is translated as the object pre-nascent. Okay, keeping in mind in 2 ways of Bodhicitta pre-nascent, we will continue to understand the first part, 2 types of pre-nascent system, Vatu Bodhicitta and Aramana Bodhicitta. And here the first part, Vatu Bodhicitta, because the other moment of Bodhisandhi, it cannot arise. So only the heartbeats can arise, Bodhisandhi. And that's why this related to during the course of existence, to wait for a connection. So we have to understand during the course of existence. So this Bodhicitta connection cannot be found at the moment of Bodhisandhi. After Bodhisandhi, during the course of existence, we can find. And here the Bhajya-dhamma are 6 physical ways: eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, and heartbeats. And this condition for the Citta and Cittasika. So this is a short way. The connection of the physical base and the consciousness and mental factor arising based on these physical base. You can connect the explanation of the chapter 3. You can check there what kind of consciousness can arise based on this, which specific base of the physical base. And you can understand after studying this back. This is not a new one, just to make the correlation under the explanation of conditioning force. So here are the 18 types of the concretely produced matter. So what is the name of concretely produced matter in chapter 6? It is called the Nibbana Rupa. So if we classify in 28 materialities into two types, is Nibbana Rupa, concretely produced matter, 18, and non-concrete matters are 10. So here all 18 types of concretely produced matter referring to the 18 there, and have reached the state of present moment. So after they have arisen, they come to the present moment. Although it is very short and it can be divided from the arising phase and dissolution phase, and between the arising moment and dissolution moment. So there's present moment. Then it becomes the object of pre-nascent condition. So it becomes the materialities they can produce, they can connect with the consciousness and mental fetter. And so in the mental process, and this is we have to understand and the connection. And the others materialities are very weak. That's why we just find out the 18 types of concretely produced matter. And it can be the object of pre-nascent condition. So the physical, the 6 physical bases included under the 18 types of concretely produced matter. That's why they can support to Citta and Cittasika in this way. Then, and we will have to understand 6 physical base is Abhidhamma, and the consciousness related to or arising based upon the 6 physical base are the conditional phenomena, Pannadhikalankara. And second part, here 5 things object. So related to the Aramana Purichata, the condition must be object and also arising previously. So for arising, here the 5 things object, so referring to the 7 type, right? So support to the Citta and Cittasika. So as we have mentioned there, in the process of arising consciousness, so to arise the I consciousness, there is the physical base of the I sensitivity and the physical object of the perceiver form coming together. These two ultimate reality is give rise the I consciousness. So here I consciousness, and I consciousness the same. They're here also based upon the physical base, or arise based upon the physical base, or arise based upon the sense object. So we can refer the same ultimate reality of I consciousness and the associated mental fetters. They arise in the mentality group arising. In some part we say based on the I base and based on the perceiver form. From the way of the Vajrapuricata, we will emphasize so the I sensitivity arise earlier and support to the mentality group of I consciousness. Or if we focus on the Aramana Puricata, so the object and also pre-nascent, then the perceiver form condition 2, the I consciousness, but only a single phenomena cannot support to completely keep rise the I consciousness, but coming together with the I sensitivity as a base and perceiver form as an object, and they produce. But if we divide it, their role, it come in different way. Okay, so ear is not difficult to understand. So to arise the ear consciousness and ear sensitivity as a base and sound as an object, like this you can continue. It's an easy way to understand. Then for the last one, heart base. For the heartbeat, we can say we have to understand heartbeat is produced by the Kammacharupa, Kamma, produced by the Kamma. Have to remember that the heartbeat is being Kammacharupa. It arises in every moment of the life. Every moment of the life, not only arising phase, not only present phase, in every phase of my moment, every sub-moment, it is arising. That is why we can understand, okay, it can arise with the consciousness, because when the consciousness arises the moment, also the heartbeat arises. And also for the previous moment of arising, we can understand, or it can the bodhicitta. So the arising together, we call the sahajata. Arising earlier, we call the bodhicitta. And here you see the anyamanya, heartbeat can connect with the other way of the anyamanya because they arise together. And also in the Abhidhamma Sangha, we can find the anyamanya bhajya there, focusing on the mentalities. But in the bhajya nidisa and panyawara, we can find this. A heartbeat also can be anyamanya. Anyamanya, mutual relationship, but cannot be sambayutta, association. So because association already applied to only mentality. Okay, so here, in relation to the three types of forces, conditional forces, or sahajata, anyamanya, and bodhicitta, the role of heartbeat, we need to review. Okay, here heartbeat is not a pre-nascent condition for mental state at the moment of rebirth linking. So at the moment of rebirth linking, in this present life, there's no mind moment. No mind moment at all. This is very beginning, so there is no pre-nascent. So there's no maturity arising or mentalities arising in this life. That's why, and this cannot be pre-nascent bodhicitta. And also here, the heartbeat and mental state arising simultaneously at the moment of bodhisandhi. They just arise. That's why, and heartbeat at the moment of bodhisandhi can be considered as the connaissance and mutuality condition. So sahajata and anyamanya only at the moment of bodhisandhi. And once it arises at the moment of bodhisandhi, and it can support to the following mind movement or bhavanga. That's why here the heartbeat arising at the moment of heartbeat arising at the moment of rebirth moment, right? This bodhisandhi moment. So it becomes the pre-nascent because it's already arising when the Paccayuppana, the first bhavanga citta arises. So in this sequence, the bodhisandhi moment, heartbeat already arising. In the later moment, the bhavanga arises, and this already pre-nascent. So heartbeat at the moment of rebirth linking can be divided into two classes. It can support to the rebirth linking mind moment, the connaissance and mutualities. And also it can support to the mind movement of bhavanga citta by way of pre-nascence. So then later on, as I said, these heartbeat the heartbeats were continuing arising, produced by the karma. And during the course of life, it just connection. The connection is there, pre-nascent condition for mind elements and mind consciousness element. So we have to know at the Patana study, the vocabulary of the term of the mind elements is manodhatu. Three consciousness considered there. And here, mind consciousness element, manovinyana dhatu. These terms repeatedly come in the Patana study. Although you rarely find in the other Abhidhamma study, and then here Manodhatu and Manovinyana Dhatu repeated many times in the Patana study. So you have to make sure you are familiar with this term. Mind element refers to 3 consciousness, and then mind consciousness element refers to 76 consciousness. So okay, during the course of existence, a heartbeat, the preceding heartbeat arising with the preceding mind movement continuously support to the following mind movement of the, here we can say the 79 altogether, and 3 mind element and 76 mind consciousness element support to that. And in this way, we can find the Pajjaya Dhamma and Pajjayopana Dhamma according to their conditioning force, Pajjaya Sati. Okay, let's continue. Here to another one is the connection between concept, mind, and matter in the Pajjaya Dhamma side. And this collectively support to the mind, not separately. So separately, we already have the mind to mind or mind to matter. Here, the Pajjaya Dhamma side, the collectively concept, mind, and matter, they support to the mind in 2 ways, Aramana and Upanisaya. So in the Abhidhamma Sangha test, Aramana Vasena, Upanisaya Vasena Ti, Ja Duvida, Panyati Nama Rupani, Nama Sa, Nama Sewa, Pajjaya Hondi. So the Pajjaya Dhamma side, Panyati Nama Rupani, Pajjayopana side, Nama Sewa, Nama Sa Ewa is only Nama. Here translation merely, mind merely. So for mind merely, but Nama Sewa, Pajjaya Hondi. The only way is the Pajjayopana side is only mind. So in 2 ways, concept, mind, and matter are conditioned for mind merely by way of object. And the 6 is support. So object is Aramana, and the 6 is Upanisaya translation. Okay, so if we divide it into 2 parts here, Tattha Rupadi Vasena Chabida Hodi Aramana. This is Aramana, same as Aramana Pajjaya. So Aramana is object. Here, the object is 6-fold. So you will see here 6 kinds of object. We already studied, we will go through. Visible object, sound, smell, taste, they are separate. And tangible object is the collection of the 3 elements, earth element, wind element, fire element. Here, water element is exception. So what about the mental object? According to the explanation of the chapter 6. Chapter 6, the Dhammaramana, the last one, mental object, 6 types. 6 kinds. The Pasada, Rupa, and Sukkuma Rupa, these 2 are 2 groups of materialities, the sensitive matter and subtle matters. But in connection with the previous 7, so altogether 28 matter become the object. We can say all 28 matter can be the object. And number 3 of my mental object is Citta, consciousness, Cittasika, number 4, mental theta, and Nibbana and concept. So everything can be object like this, everything, because here the mentalities, even the Nibbana and concept included, and materialities also in relation with this, and all can be object, all ultimate reality and concept can be considered as these 6-fold objects. Okay, this is according to the explanation or definition of Dhammaramana according to the Abhidhamma Sangha only. You know, if we give the definition according to the Patana, in the Dhammaramana, under the Dhammaramana, all ultimate realities and concept is included as the mental object. So perceivable form also can be seen by the mind, because at the Deva Chaku or like this Deva Sota, etc. And also even mind itself can see, can touch to the previous object. Okay, anyway, and you already studied this, and then you can review to understand what are the sixfold object. Okay, so sorry, this is very small, but you just need to learn after bringing up. And in this lesson, you just follow my explanation. You don't need to see if you are following. If you are studying by mobile, it will be very small. It's okay. And here, this explanation based on the test of the Pacaya Nidisa, so the Patana Bali. Here, Rupa Yadana Chaku Vinyana Dhaduya Tansamputakana Chatamana Aramana Pachena Pachya, like this. So the connection of the Aramana Pachya, if we divide it following to the test of the Pachaya Nidisa, it is separated into the respective object. So Ruparamana is perceivable form. So as an object, it conditioned to the mind. So in this case, we say, this is the Ruparamana is matriarchies. Okay. So, but not only matriarchies, and also it comes with the word concept, or this is the name, Ruparamana. And here we say, afterward, if we collect all the consciousness process, the matriarchies and mentality together, is come with the other aspect. Yeah, especially the last one, Abhidhamma, Manovinyana Dhaduya, and Yanyandhamma, Aravayidhamma, Upajanti. These tests include in the Pachaya side all 6 kinds of objects, and considering all the consciousness, manifestas, matriarchies, Nibbana, and Panyati. So in the first case, if you learn according to the Pachaya test, and you will see, okay, perceivable from condition to the eye consciousness to and associated manifesta. In this way, you can continue sound, smell, taste, tangible object, the support to the respective consciousness and manifesta. And here the Rupa Yadana, Sattva Yadana, Gandha Yadana, Rasa Yadana, Potava Yadana, this the relevance to the 5 sensitive matter, and they can support to the mind element. So here you see the Manodhatu come. So Manodhatu ya Tansamputakana Chatamana and Aramana Pachaya. So Manodhatu related to the all 5 objects. And also at the time, they need the base, specific physical base. And here, Sabhidhamma Manovinyana Dhatuya. So in the Pachayopana side, Manodhatu and Manovinyana Dhatu, they have a different condition. Different condition in the Pachayatama side. Here you see. So these are divided into a different group in the Pachaya Nidesa Pali test or Patana. So you can review so that you can understand the connection of the Pachayatama side and Pachayopana side. And this is just introduction. And we'll continue. So the past connection of the object condition, Aramana Pachaya, the condition, the Pachayatama side, as an object, only the 6 object is Pachayatama. If we say 6 object, we can understand it consists of the ultimate reality, or ultimate reality, and even Panyati. And so here, Pachayatama side, you can identify 89 Chitta, 52 Chittasika, 28 matters, Nibbana, Panyati. And for the Paccayapana side, 89 Chitta and 52 Chittasika. So you understand that matter cannot be Paccayapana side because they cannot take any object. They cannot take any object. That's why they cannot be included here, this side. And Nibbana cannot take any object. So matter and Nibbana and also Panyati can be only the object. They cannot know. They don't have any potential to know something. But they can be known. They can be aware by the consciousness and manifest. So this is the connection of the Aramana Paccaya. Aramana Paccaya. In the Paccayadhamma side, we can find Panyati Nama Rupani. So the wa of the Abhidhamma Sangaha is Panyati Nama Rupani. Here Panyati separate one. And Nama Rupa. So Nama and Chitta, Chittasika, Nibbana are Nama. And 28 matter are Rupa. So by the wa Panyati Nama Rupani, we understand this one. And namasa refers to the consciousness and mental fetter only. Okay, so let's continue to the last one, the sixth support, Upanisya. So for the Upanisya kinds, we have to follow the three tests of Abhidhamma Sangaha. Here, Aramanupanisya, and Anantarupanisya. Aramana, Anantara, and Pakatupanisya. Three kinds of Upanisya can be found. This follows to the Patana. And Aramana is object, but still this is a support. It's not the common object or not ordinary object. It must be, this is a support to the Paccayapana Dhamma. At the same time, it is object. And also for the Anantara, the proximity, this is a support. So the Paccayadhamma is preceding one, arising earlier. And also it's support to support strongly, this is a support, Upanisya. So in two ways it comes towards Anantara at the same time Upanisya. So Anantara Upanisya. Like this Aramana at the same time Upanisya, Araman Upanisya. And the last one, Pakatupanisya, and this is the natural disease support, not included under the Aramana, also not considered as an Anantara. So Anantara come in the process and following and the preceding one and following one. There must not be any reality among, between these two. So this is considered as Anantara. And except these two conditions, if it is still disease support, these are included under the natural disease support, which is called Pakatupanisya. So at the beginning, we have to understand three kinds of disease support, or this is the Upanisya. Okay, Aramanupanisya, Anantarupanisya, and Pakatupanisya. Okay, let's see the tests related to these three. Datta Lambana. Here the Abhidhamma Sangha test. Datta Lambana Mewa Karukadam. So Aramana Ewa. Object itself. Karukadam is not the normal or not ordinary Aramana object. It becomes the prominent object. So it can support by the Upanisya way, or Araman Upanisya. So it's as object, this is support. So this will not be different from the Aramana, but only a few parts, because it said there only when it becomes the prominent we can understand this. Also Upanisya, but still is Aramana, so we can understand Araman Upanisya. But if we just say Upanisya, okay. But in order to classify or identify from the another two, Anantara and Pakatupa, we name the Aramanupanisya. And for second one, Abhidhamma Sangha say, Anandara Niruddha Citta Cittasika Dhamma Anandarupa Nisayo. This, the second part 2. In part 2 of Patana study, I already explained the proximity support. So here the wa is extra wa is D6, so proximity D6 support. It's the same as the proximity support, Anandara Pajaya. So consciousness and mental feta only, immediately cease and is conditioned to the proximity, to the following mentalities and the proximity D6 support. Then the last one is very, very large. Ragadayo Panadhamma and Sattadayoja, Sukhan, Dukhan, etc. This continuing, the text. You just need to read and then trying to apply with the translation. So here, Ragadayo Panadhamma is translated the state or lust, etc. Because for the Bhagavadupanisaya, natural D6 support is very large. So it includes many kinds. And so we can see the state or lust, the state or lust, etc., including every akusala here, Bhagavadupanisaya, all akusala, and also the state of faith, faith sattha. It includes the beautiful side, and also pleasure, pain, individuals, full season, lodging. So you can connect with the Iragadiyo Panadhamma with the state of lust, Sattadayoja, state of faith, etc. And Sukhan is pleasure, Dukhan is pain. Here, Pukalo is individual, and Bhojanan is food, Udu is season, and Senasana is lodging. So all such things, many things. Yatharahan Ajatanja Bahitaja, not only internal or external, in both sides of internal or external, it doesn't matter where it arises, it can be the D6 support. Or as the case may be, the condition for the wholesome state or etc. Here, not only wholesome, it can be unwholesome and the indeterminate also, etc. Karma 2, Karma Vipakana. So here, Karma and Vipaka also similarly to the condition for its result. But this connection is the broader one in the 24 Patana. Okay, we will see here. The object is, you have to make sure that you remember 3 types object. Here, Aramanupanisaya object, and the Anandarupanisaya in case in the object side, in the Vajradhamma side, consciousness and mental feta. But in the Bhagavadupanisaya here, many kinds. Okay, let's see one by one. Here, D6 is support Upanisaya Pachaya, 3 types already mentioned. Then the object D6 support, or we just start the Aramana, right? So if you understand how the Aramana support to the condition Pachaya Dhamma to Pachupana Dhamma, and then you can extend your understanding by the wa or Upanisaya, Aramanupanisaya. So this must be a desirable or important object here. So must be exceptionally, only when it becomes very desirable or very important an object, it can be considered as the Aramanupanisaya by the Upanisaya. And otherwise, it is just an object support. But it becomes very desirable, cannot tolerate. Very important, it can occupy or overwhelmed by the other aspect. It becomes not only Aramana, condition, it is also Aramanupanisaya and become the Upanisaya. This is the support and strong on condition. So it's up to the mental phenomena, consciousness and mental consciousness and mental fetters. Strong one. And here Ananda Upanisaya, as I have mentioned, that is identical with the proximity condition. So you need to check back the proximity condition. So you don't need to repeat it again. Everything similar to that. Then the neutral support, natural diseases support, Bhagavad is many kinds. We can briefly understand it is not the object diseases support, not the proximity diseases support, but it's still, condition, the Abhidhamma condition, very important way, and cannot receive very strong way of supporting is called the Upanisaya. At that time, if it is not included under the former two, is natural diseases support. For example, here, prior lust, previously the lust or raga or dana is already arising. By that support, the volition of killing, the events of killing come. Someone due to the lust, but it's not object and also not the proximity support, but still the lust is very, very important cause to produce the volition of killing. So someone killed due to the influence of the lust to want something or to get something, and he killed. And also stealing happened due to the lust, and sexual misconduct happened, etc. Many cases overwhelmed by the prior lust. Although they are not arising together, they are not they are not arising in the process, starting process, and the former and preceding one. But still, lust is the strong support to say the diseases support. At that time, we can understand this is the connection is natural diseases support, Bhagavad. So that's a very profound connection preached by the Buddha. In the same way, in the Kusala side, so the volition of giving alms or undertaking precept and practicing meditation and whatever you do good, which it is supported by the prior faith, saddha. Previously, saddha arise, you already get saddha to the bhikkhu, and later on you offer alms or precept or anything to them. And that is supported by the faith. This connection, we can understand natural diseases support only. Or another case, the gaining of health, become healthy, and the happiness and energy. The connection of the being healthy and happiness, or the energy, the connection of the Bhagavad. And also, when we are being sick, under the sickness support to be sorry or very sleepy state of the mind. It's supported by the sickness. This connection also, Bhagavad, where there is strong support, strong connection, but we cannot apply into the other case. Is considered as Bhagavad. It's very large one, and trying to understand this very important. In many cases, you cannot find this cause and effect relationship. Okay, there must be in connection with this Bhagavad we can apply. Okay, so the later slides I give all, just to give you information, not to explain everything here. And here, Amnesia connection, the sixth support. It can be, the kusala to kusala. So in kusala to kusala, the Abhidhamma side, So 20 kusala excluding Arhata Magga, or why? So this will be advanced study. If you cannot understand by studying yourself this slide, and you don't need to worry, because this is advanced level. Okay, after seeing, because I don't understand, I should go to the advanced study of Patana if you are thinking that, and welcome for the next lesson series of Abhidhamma in the advanced level. Yeah, the Arhata Magga. Okay, I will introduce here. Arhata Magga is after the attainment of Arhata Magga, one become Arahat. In the process of Arahat, there is no more kusala or akusala, only the functional consciousness and resultant arise. So there's no more following or the later mind movement of kusala. That is why the Arhata Magga cannot be the Pacaya Dhamma for the later one, because there's no later kusala. That's why this become exclusion. So by the test of the Pacaya Nidisa, Purima Kusala Dhamma. Purima Kusala Dhamma means preceding my moment of kusala. We can identify by only 20. The Arhata Magga cannot be included here. But if we say the Pachimana, Kusalana, Dhammana, this is the following my moment of Kusala Citta, wholesome Citta. It includes Arhata Magga, so it becomes 21. Because the earlier than the Arhata Magga mind movement, there are many mind movements of wholesome consciousness. So this can support in the Upanishad. Or in this way, many information related to the advanced level are included the later slides. So you're just trying to read, and if you have the friends studying Abhidhamma, and you can discuss, and if you cannot understand and you need to attend the advanced Abhidhamma class. Okay, so this divided into 3 ways. Aramanupanisaya, Anandarupanisaya, Bhakatupanisaya. But all of them are connection with the kusala to kusala. Pacaya Dhamma sai kusala, Pacayopana Dhamma sai kusala. And in another slide here, kusala to akusala here. So the kusala side, Purima Kusala Dhamma in the Patana test, Pachimana, Akusalana Dhammana, akusala. And the wa is Rawa Sanji, because they cannot connect in the right way. But still can be strong support, decisive support. That's why Upanishad Pachayo. But in this case, we can find only Aramanupanisaya and Bhakatupanisaya. Because just after the kusala, akusala cannot arise. They cannot be in the same process. That's why we cannot find the Anandarupanisaya here. And we can continue kusala to Abhyagata. So Abhyagata indeterminate cover vipaka, resultant, and functional kriya. And here also we can find the Aramanupanisaya, Anandarupanisaya, Bhakatupanisaya, all 3 types. Then it continue akusala to akusala fast, and Aramanupa, Anandarupa, Bhakatupa, all 3 types. But in case of akusala to kusala, we can find only Bhakatupanisaya. This is only Bhakatupanisaya. It does not have the former 2 types of Anandara, Aramana or Anandara. This connection, akusala to kusala, is only Bhakatupanisaya. And akusala to Avyagata, we can find 2, Anandara and Bhakatupanisaya. Okay, so this is Abhyagata to Abhyagata. So in both sides must be indeterminate. And we can find all 3. And Abhyagata to Kusala, we can find 3 types. And Abhyagata to Kusala also we can find 3 types all. So here we see them in the Patana test. It's also Utu Bhojanambi Upanishya Pachena Pachayo. Abhidhamma Sangha test shorten. So Utu and Bhojana come together in 1 sentence, and Bhukalopi another sentence, Sinasana be another sentence. But in the Abhidhamma Sangaha, all concreted in one sentence. Okay, so this is the end of lesson, the part 4 of Patthana. So I'm going to stop here. My question, if you have any question, then we can continue. Okay, thank you, Cynthia. And let's start our ending of today's session, making inspiration and sharing merit. Please repeat after me. Imina punya kamina.
Imina punya kamina.
Mame bala samagamo.
Mame bala samagamo.
Satang samagamo hotu.
Satang samagamo hotu.
Yawa nibbana padiyam.
Yawa nibbana patiya.
Idame punyam.
Idame punyang.
Asawakaya wahang hotu.
Asawakaya wahang hotu.
Idame punyam.
Idame punyang.
Nibbana sapajayo hotu.
Nibbana sapachayo hotu.
Mama punya bhagam.
Mama punya bagang.
Sabha sadanam bhajemi.
Sabha sattanang bhajemi.
Te sabe.
Te sabe.
Me samam.
Me samang.
Punya bhagam labantu.
Punya bagang labantu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.